Hey everybody. So something that has been coming to my attention is the power of protection, the power of a prayer protection, the power of a command and a declaration. And, we're moving into a space now where, we're hearing a lot of controversy of, healing work. And so I think it's best for me to explain how I understand it and how my higher self guide team have explained it to me for decades. All right. So someone comes to me for whatever modality it is in hopes to feel better. Some will come and say magic occurs because they feel so much better. So therefore it must be me giving to them, right? But it's never me giving to them. It's me allowing my vessel, my conduit, to bring through the energies that will meet this particular person or group or whatever it may be in their highest vibration or lowest vibration or wherever it needs to be. It's up to them on how much they allow in and how long they hold whatever the vibrational exchange is. And the guide teams can work together during that session or during that workshop or whatever it may be. So what I've always innately known since I was self-taught a lot with energetic work in the 90s is that my guide team is here specifically for me, and nobody can enter without permission through me and the guide team. They're there to oversee my everything. So what I would have clients do and still do is to tune in to their inner guide source, whatever they choose to call whatever, to ask permission to have an energetic exchange for the highest good, because I'm always the student. I'm always experiencing the exchange of energies through messages, through vibrational healings, through flipping frequencies, through sight, through just so many different things. And so then that helps me be a better translator of what might be going on that I can explain to the client. But I can't do anything to them to magically heal them. Now, I've had people come in, they get on the table, want to have work done, and that's the only time frame they're allowing. And it's like, you better fix me. And fortunately enough, I was able to filter through a lot of those and just let them be and let that be their where they are at that moment. I'm not there to, hey, you need to do it this way. They'll eventually, figure it out once they start to feel better and get into the heart center, because that's the key. When you feel good, you're vibing on a different platform, and there's different purring going on throughout the body and in the heart. So when we do this whole thing about protection, protection means nothing can get in. So again, I've always talked about the living, breathing, energetic egg that is yours, that is your boundary, that is your responsibility. And so if you're going to play spiritual bumper cars, please make sure that you're aligned so that you're not getting off kilter. because you're not in tune with the energy bodies going all the way into the physical and all the way back out into this energetic egg. That is yours. That is your responsibility to take care of and to be the best you can be. And so let's say you're not taking care of it and you're spiritually bumper carring and you bang into someone else and you hit a vibratory note that yours is low, theirs is low, and now you're both low. You're both in low-mo. But if you can keep your vibratory rates up and then you're doing your spiritual gliding and bumper cars through the day and yours is high, perhaps it's going to hit someone and it sparks them to raise a little bit. Right? So now you're raising the frequency of your surrounding area through your spiritual bumper card. I've also described it as a pink fluffy cloud. Doesn't need to be armor, because you're in God's country here, folks. And if you truly believe that you're completely like nothing's getting in, nothing's happening, doesn't mean because you're walking around inside a fortress or that you've built this armor car around you, because then you're not experiencing the energetics of life. So when you're asking for that power of protection, what you're asking for is I am intentionally aligning each of my bodies, my mental, my physical, my etheric, my spiritual, my emotional bodies. I'm doing my work daily to align these. So when I'm gliding around doing my spiritual bumper carring, I'm fielding and feeling the energies and adjusting myself, right? So that I'm not trespassing and corrupting all the other people that I'm gliding into that day. And so that I'm not unconsciously collecting, and I get home and I'm just freaking exhausted because I've gone out and decided to collect everybody else's basket of shiat. Now mine's spilling over. So working with the healing energies, working with the power of protection, just understand that it's a living, breathing library, just as you are, because you are all of these bodies and you're all of everyone else's body. So how do you keep this living, breathing library in the vibration of love? Well, you have to give it daily attention and attention throughout the day to adapt and adjust and pivot. So while you're spiritual bumper carring into the world of your life, you're keeping yourself intact. So now you're listening, feeling, and filtering with the intention of what are these lessons? What am I learning? Everything's bobbing and weaving and breathing, literally breathing. Okay? And so then if something enters around your sphere here, your beautiful love sphere, then you can say, ooh, yeah, I could recognize that, but not going there. I don't need to take it. I'm just gonna just love and be present and leave it where it is, because that might be someone else's lesson. So you can't heal and take out what they're not really willing to give, because everyone's got to do their work. And everyone has set their reminders, everyone has set their clocks, everyone has set their lessons, all into this physical living library, housed in this gorgeous avatar. And we have to sustain it and thrive with it, as well as survive. So we don't encroach upon others when we're doing our spiritual bumper carring and everything's aligned, right? We're tapping in, we're taking the time. And we honor the feelings that process through us. And yes, sometimes we will process for our loved ones. Sometimes we'll energetically ask to process things for others because we feel strong enough to be able to do that. Or we can fill up with a whole lot of light that we're like, hey, here you go. Take a little bit of this today because it's from my heart. You take this today because you need a little bit of that. Hopefully that'll level you out so that you can see that you have the power to also generate your own light. And this loving cup full of beauty can be self-generated, and you can share that with others as well. All the while feeling great, honoring and respecting your energetic. Let's knock my computer over. I'm so handsy and I'm not even Italian. Your energetic egg. Sorry, I had to complete the circle. Your energetic egg. Your crystalline, beautiful egg. And you know, when you're busy and you're doing something, but you know that someone's got some stuff going on over there, just zip it up, align yourself, say thank you for that information, continue to do what you do, and just send in some love over there. So that may help resolve some of the situation around them. It's up to them on whether they decide to feel it, okay? Because so you're not throwing it on them. You're saying, I hope this helps diffuse whatever's happening, or I hope this helps uplift whatever's happening. That's called being of service. But you don't have your open fountain on where you're being of service like a power washer or a, fire hydrant. And then you come home, you're like, damn, that was too much today. That's not what this is about. So you're protecting yourself and you're protecting your dial, and you're not overextending yourself until you refuel and fill up. If you feel like something has tampered with your dial, but that's only because you're not being mindful of that dial. Everybody's got the power within them. Everybody. And I look forward to everyone acknowledging that and stepping into those sparks of divine light, love that you are, because you're a walking spark of divine light. The only one that dims you is you. That's it. So if I can help you in any way, shape, or form, my website, long day. My website is in the description. It would be my honor to help you get your step on, get your heart step on. Take care of you. All right?